Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and wondered, who are you really? In a world where appearances can be deceiving, where smiles can hide ulterior motives, and where words can be as empty as a politician's promises, how do we truly know the people around us? Today, we're going to embark on a journey into the heart of human nature, where we'll uncover the secrets to reading people's true character. But this isn't just about understanding others, it's about understanding ourselves. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to see beyond the masks we all wear, to glimpse the authentic souls beneath. Let's start with a story. Imagine you're in ancient Greece, sitting in a grand amphitheater. The actors on stage wear elaborate masks. Personas, they're called. These masks hide their true faces, allowing them to become someone else entirely. Now, fast forward to today. We may not wear physical masks, but in our daily lives, on social media, in our jobs, we often present a carefully curated version of ourselves to the world. But here's the thing. Maintaining these facades comes at a cost. Psychologically, it's exhausting. It creates a disconnect between who we truly are and who we pretend to be. And it makes genuine connections nearly impossible. So how do we break through these barriers? How do we see the real person behind the mask? There are two key indicators that can reveal volumes about a person's true nature. Two simple, yet profound behaviors that speak louder than any words ever could. The first is this. How does a person treat those who can't do anything for them in return? Let that sink in for a moment. It's not about how someone treats their boss, or their date, or someone they're trying to impress. It's about how they treat the waiter, the janitor, the person on the street asking for directions. Consider this historical example. Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most revered presidents, was known for his kindness to ordinary citizens. There's a story of Lincoln during the height of the Civil War, taking time to write a personal letter of condolence to a widow who had lost 5 sons in battle. This wasn't a political move. It was a genuine expression of empathy for someone who could offer nothing in return. Now, let's bring this into our modern context. Imagine you're at a restaurant with a potential business partner. The deal looks great on paper, but you're not quite sure about the person. Then, the waiter makes a small mistake with the order. How does your potential partner react? Do they berate the waiter, treating them as less than human? Or do they respond with patience and understanding? This waiter test, as it's often called, can reveal more about a person's character in 30 seconds than hours of polite conversation ever could. Psychologists have long studied this phenomenon. They've found that how we treat those we perceive as beneath us is a strong indicator of our levels of empathy, our self-esteem, and our overall emotional intelligence. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario. A CEO is walking through her company's building. She passes by a janitor cleaning the floors. Does she walk by without acknowledgement? Too important to notice? Or does she pause, make eye contact, maybe even strike up a brief conversation? The CEO who takes that moment to connect isn't just being nice. She's demonstrating a fundamental understanding of human dignity. She's showing that she values people for who they are, not for what they can do for her. This kind of behavior has a ripple effect. You might have heard of the concept, pay it forward. It's based on the idea that one act of kindness can spark a chain reaction. When we treat others with respect and kindness, regardless of their status, we create a more compassionate world. We inspire others to do the same. Now, let's move on to our second key indicator, the art of keeping promises. Promises. We make them every day. I'll call you later. I'll have that report on your desk by Monday. I'll always be there for you. But how often do we really follow through? The ability to keep promises, both big and small, is a powerful indicator of a person's character. It speaks to their integrity, their reliability, and their respect for others. Let's look at a historical example. George Washington, the first president of the United States, was renowned for his honesty. There's a famous, albeit possibly apocryphal, story about young George chopping down his father's cherry tree. When confronted, he's said to have replied, "I cannot tell a lie." While the story itself may be myth, it reflects a very real aspect of Washington's character, his commitment to honesty and keeping his word. Now consider the flip side. What happens when promises are consistently broken? On a personal level, it erodes trust. A friend who always cancels plans at the last minute, a partner who repeatedly breaks commitments. These behaviors chip away at the foundation of relationships. On a societal level, broken promises can have even more severe consequences. Think about politicians who fail to deliver on campaign promises, or companies that don't honor their commitments to customers or employees. This creates a culture of cynicism and distrust. In our digital age, promise-keeping takes on new dimensions. We make commitments online, to respond to messages, to support crowdfunding campaigns, to attend virtual events. How we handle these digital promises says a lot about our character in the modern world. Now, while these two indicators, how we treat those who can't reciprocate and how we keep our promises, are powerful tools for reading character, they're not the only ones. Let's explore a few more revealing behaviors. Consider how a person handles adversity. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison for fighting against apartheid in South Africa, emerged not bitter, but with a message of reconciliation and hope. His resilience in the face of extreme hardship revealed the depth of his character. Or think about how someone treats animals. Jane Goodall, the renowned primatologist, has dedicated her life to the study and protection of chimpanzees. Her compassion for these creatures speaks volumes about her character and has inspired millions to view animals with greater empathy. Another telling sign is how a person responds to others' success. Consider the contrasting reactions of Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. Edison, despite his own incredible achievements, often belittled Tesla's work. Tesla, on the other hand, remained focused on his own innovations without trying to tear down others. Their responses to competition and others' achievements revealed much about their characters. Now, as we discuss all these ways of reading others, it's crucial that we turn the lens on ourselves. As the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates said, "Know thyself." Self-reflection is the foundation for understanding others. Try this exercise. For the next week, keep a journal. Each day, note down how you treated people in service positions. Did you make eye contact with the bus driver? Did you thank the person who held the door for you? Also, track the promises you made and whether you kept them. This simple act of self-observation can be eye-opening. Now, let's talk about how we can apply these insights in our daily lives. In personal relationships, these character indicators can help you choose friends and partners wisely. In professional settings, they can guide you in evaluating colleagues or potential hires. And if you're in a leadership position, cultivating these traits can help you inspire trust and respect. But here's an important caveat. Human nature is complex. We must be careful not to oversimplify or judge too harshly. People can change and grow. Someone who struggles with keeping promises might be dealing with personal issues we know nothing about. The CEO who seems cold to the janitor might be preoccupied with a family crisis. Moreover, cultural considerations play a role. What's considered respectful behavior in one culture might be seen differently in another. The key is to look for patterns over time, not isolated incidents. So how can we develop our people reading skills? Start with mindful observation. Pay attention to the subtle cues in people's behavior. Practice active listening. Don't just hear the words, Try to understand the intentions behind them and cultivate empathy. Try to put yourself in others' shoes before making judgments. Let's look at a powerful historical case study, Oskar Schindler. At the beginning of World War II, Schindler was a Nazi Party member focused on making money. But as he witnessed the horrors of the Holocaust, something in him changed. He ended up risking his life and spending his entire fortune to save over 1,000 Jewish people from the concentration camps. Schindler's story shows us that character isn't static. People can undergo profound transformations. It reminds us to always leave room for the possibility of change and growth in others and in ourselves. Now, let's talk about the ripple effect of character. You've probably heard of the broken windows theory in criminology. It suggests that visible signs of disorder and misbehavior in a neighborhood encourage further disorder. The same principle applies to character. When we consistently act with integrity and kindness, we create a positive ripple effect in our communities. Scientific studies on behavioral mimicry have shown that humans unconsciously imitate the behaviors of those around them. When we treat the waiter with respect, when we keep our promises, when we celebrate others' successes, we're not just revealing our own character, we're shaping the character of those around us. So, as we conclude our journey into the art of reading people, remember this. Every interaction, no matter how small, is an opportunity. An opportunity to reveal your true character, to inspire others, to create a ripple of positivity in the world. The next time you look into someone's eyes and wonder, who are you really? Remember to look beyond the surface. Watch how they treat the waiter. Notice if they keep their promises. Observe how they handle adversity and success. And then, turn that gaze inward. Ask yourself, who am I really? Are you the kind of person who uplifts others, who honors your word, who faces challenges with grace? The beauty of understanding character is that it gives us the power to shape our own. Every day, with every interaction, we have the chance to become the best version of ourselves. So, I challenge you. Go out into the world with open eyes and an open heart. Look for the true character in others, and in doing so, reveal and refine your own. Share your experiences in the comments below. How has understanding these character indicators changed your perspective on the people in your life? Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content on living your best life at any age. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Your support means the world to us. Remember, in the grand theater of life, we all wear masks. But it's our actions, especially when we think no one is watching, that reveal who we truly are. Let's strive to be the kind of people who, even when the masks come off, stand proud in our authenticity and integrity. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of human character. Until next time, keep observing, keep reflecting, and keep growing.